What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Huge shout out to Dual Daddy on Instagram for posting the entire set list on here as well. And we do know the set size now at 450 cards. But before we get to the entire set list and talk about it, I do got to give you a reminder that we are doing an entire case giveaway of these 2025 Mega Tins. Make sure to go check it out. It's a few videos ago. It says Mega Giveaway. You cannot miss it. All you got to do in that video is subscribe, like, comment. I'll leave it pinned in the comment section down below as well. It's 12 tins to one lucky winner. It's free to enter. It is open worldwide, and we are picking a winner at the end of August, which we only got a day left in August, everybody. So make sure to go check out that giveaway. Now, with that being said, let's talk about this Mega Tin, right? So if you just want the tin itself, it's $23.99. Note, two different prices. If you want the tuck box, it's $29.99, but you don't get the tin, obviously, and you don't get the dividers, right? You just get the pack. So if you're just looking for the packs to rip and open, then, go with the cheaper option. But for me, I will always go with the tin just because I use it for storage. I use it for other purposes. Plus, I like the dividers. I like those extra stuff that comes with the tin, right? And I'm willing to pay the extra $4 for it. Just me personally, though. But, like I said, it's up to you. With that being said, it's one Starlight rare per pack, one secret rare, 3 ultras, and 8 commons. So just keep that in mind. You are getting a shiny card in every single pack. All right, so let's look at the entire Starlight rare list here because, well, we got some pretty good ones, right? We got some pretty good ones. Obviously, some shenanigans with the QCR Starlight rare shenanigans, as we talked about the past few weeks. But with that being said, we do have some really cool ones in Bomb Trap Hole, Chaos Sorcerer, Miracle Fusion, and some of these stuff we already saw during the reveals, right? We know the SPL Knight is already in it. Power of Greed we saw with the leaks, right? The prize card here. And then we got some Bishil stuff, which is great to see. Some upgrades in this department here. Will be easy to pull. Well, we saw it in a lot of these videos that we've been watching. It's not easy to pull a lot of the good cards, right? It's really hard. However, the Starlight Rare seems to be the easier of the pulls from the Prismatic Seekers. Now, if you want to pause the video to take a look at the entire Starlight Rare list by card, definitely do so, right? We're not going to go over every single card, but definitely take a look, right? Harpy's Feather Duster, the Regeki, alternate art, and Starlight Rare. So an upgrade, and this card was going up in price too. So this actually is a nice upgrade to see as well. But it just shows you that no card is safe, even in alternate artworks. Infinite Permanence, always good for staples. I'm surprised they didn't put Maxi in this, to be honest with you. But Konami, man, they'll probably put that in something else at some point. All right, let's look at the secret rare pile, because this is what really is causing a lot of people to get really distressed and really, upset with Konami, because, again, it's a 450 card set size. Next year probably 500, who knows. So it keeps on increasing each year, and the cards to get and you want is getting hard to pull. And what we saw is that a lot of cards you're pulling doubles of like Gadget Trio and things that you don't need versus the cards you do want in like, the Molcharmies and your Diamond cards and your Fiendsmith Tract and your Black Goat Laughs and your Iron Thunder. Like, these are the cards you're looking for, but you can't pull them because there's so much other stuff to pull in this one. That it's definitely either short printed, if I had to guess, because again, we're talking about Komani here, everybody. So, they're going to do their shenanigans, and it sucks. And whether or not it's short printed or not, it's still going to be hard to pull. So if anything, what's funny enough is that it might be harder to pull from a reprint set than the core set. You might actually get luckier pulling this card, right? These expensive cards from the core set it came out in versus the reprint set, which in all means it's supposed to be more accessible, which it's not doing in this product. And that's what's defeating about the entire product. We got another Fiendsmith Engraver reprinted here as well in another set. So, nice to see Lacrima. Obviously, we want to see these cards, be pulled, but obviously in the cases that we've been watching, not the case, right? Molcharmy Foelios, again, really nice to see there. Number 11 big guy, that's actually going to have massive effect in the future with some of the new archetypes coming out. So I think that's a pretty good one to have in this one. Secret. Obviously, if I had to recommend you, go ahead and get the QCR. It's still pretty cheap. I think it's like $4 or $5. So I recommend that one. But, like I said, Primite cards, Ryziel stuff. Though I feel like the Blue Eyes, the Ryziel stuff, they're kind of just out of the picture at this point, with Yummy, Dracotail, K9 all taking over the meta at this point, with really Yummy being the number one, premier deck right now. Yeah, man. It's nice to see Mecha Phantom Beast. Like, these are nice cards to have, but like, it's just too many. It's just too many of them. There's just too many of them. There's no need for this many secret rares. Now, ultra rares, As you can see here, it's not terrible ultras this year, but it could have been better where we could have placed like some of the Dominus cards and Molcharmies in ultra rare. Because again, we're talking about accessibility. Why are you making a secret rare from a core set a secret rare in the tins? It makes no sense. It's still hard to pull, right? The whole point of the tins is to make things accessible and upgrade stuff that was, you know, an ultra or common to a secret rare Starlight, and then make things that were secret rare or Starlight, make it into an ultra rare or a common. Obviously, it wouldn't be a common, but more or less an ultra rare, right? And that's not the case here, right? So I think that's what makes people really upset because it rubs them the wrong way, right? So we're seeing a lot of the cards here as well, ultra rares from, you know, the past sets, Rage of the Abyss, Infinite Forbidden, all these other sets, right? Which we do like to see. Just we're hoping for, you know, a de-escalation of the upgrade, but they're still making it the same rarity, right? So very unfortunate all regards here. More ultra rares. We love to see the Junk Synchron, obviously. I think I saw a Salt Synchron in common, if I'm not mistaken. So that's always nice to see, especially with the 5Ds. Structure deck coming out very, very soon. Like I said, there are some decent ones, DPE, Galleon Granite. So we got some good ones. It's just, you know, it's just not what you want to see out of the set in general, though. Like, those should have been maybe upgrades, and other stuff should have been, you know, other rarities. But, you know, you just, you know, it's Komani, everybody. You guys know how it works. But these are all the commons as well. Like I said, I want to know what your thoughts and opinions about this set, especially now that we know the entire set size. And again, shout out to Dual Daddy for posting this. He's so quick with it. Like, honestly, you know, look at his social media. You know, we got Instagram, Facebook, X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So definitely go and check it out. And yeah, man, this is overall just it's a good set in terms of what was reprinted. It's just the accessibility of it. It makes it really, really tough to get anything you want. And I think that, again, that's what makes people very frustrated, because at the end of the day, there is good stuff to be pulled in this. It's just this is going to be the issue. Short print is going to be the issue. The ratios are going to be the issue. There's a lot of issues in this one as well. So definitely let me know what you think. Are you picking up a Megaton? Are you buying singles? If I were you, I would go the singles option. Pre-sales, we're going to cover pre-sales. Do I think you should buy pre-sales? We'll see what the prices are for those, because if it's really high, I probably wouldn't recommend you buying pre-sale prices off the bat as well. So we'll see what happens in that regard and where people put prices towards, especially Gamer's Choice, because we're going to be looking at that site, because usually that's the site I go off of for pre-sale. Yeah, we'll go from there. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like I said, make sure to check out that giveaway. It is ending tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you next one. Please comment, and peace out, YouTube.